This is our third night expedition in the Sasquatch Canyon. The last two night expeditions, we come up here and we exchange game cams. This time's different. We're not exchanging game cams. We're just going to come back a little ways and see what we can find here at night. I stopped and talked to Wally on the way in, and he thinks we're nuts. I guess, you know, Bigfooters are nuts. He's like, you guys are coming up here and filming at night? And I was like, yeah, we're filming at night. We're ready. Get a lot of suspect Sasquatch activity back here. Well, I didn't put my big boots on. It is a lot easier. Yeah, because it is night, we're only going to go into the cave, which is only like a mile in or so. But, you know, Wally got attacked by a black bear last year, or it's not even a year ago, this last winter. And then the year before, he got attacked by a mountain lion that he ended up killing. The black bear didn't actually get a claw on him. It took a broom away from him as he darted into the house and got his rifle and shot it. Doesn't know if he ever killed the black bear. It got away. You know, he says he knows he put a bullet through it, and the next day he called in the fishing game state trapper, and he come and put some snares and some traps on Wally's property. And tonight's a good night for a night investigation because we do have a full moon. Hang on a second, Jenny. I'm going to point up at the moon. Check that bugger out. Ooh, makes me want to howl. It does. I mean, this would be a great night to see a Bigfoot up here. Here it is. This is. It's so much fun. I'm having a great time. Jenny and I both got cameras. I've got her set on nighttime mode. This one right here that Bill's got us is awesome at filming at nighttime. And then we've got a spotlight. I only got about 10 minutes of juice on the spotlight, so we use it sparingly. Here, let's throw out a spotlight. Check that out, you guys. That's a 1 million candle spotlight right there. There's Jenny. There's the cliffs. Kind of get the tops of the cliffs clear up there. Having a great time. It's kind of unnerving. Me and Jenny were nervous coming up here because more than the last two times, because you know, black bears generally really scared of people, even though Wally got attacked by one last year. There's a couple grizzlies back up in here. We've seen the tracks and we suspected there was grizzly, and Wally's confirmed that he has seen the grizzlies back here, so he knows that there's at least 2 grizzlies, and the tracks that we find are very indicative of a grizzly or some of the biggest black bears known to mankind. So Wally's saying he's seen grizzly. I believe there's a grizzly back here, but we're not back here for the grizzly. We want to see a Bigfoot. We know there's a family of them back here, and we're hoping to get lucky tonight as far as finding a Bigfoot. Alright, Jenny. Find a little clearing and let's take a small break. It's starting to get thick. Oh, I just wanted a small clearing. I feel better at stopping in the clearing. This is kind of... I'll look around for a second. I'm gonna stop the camera and we'll start a new block. I've gotta have a nature call. But I want to look around real quick, and I'd hate to go pee and miss a Bigfoot or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera on and we'll be right back with you guys. We do most of our research during the day when we can actually see stuff, but it's kind of interesting to come up here at night. It's a little bit unnerving. But we've done some nighttime game cam exchanges. This is the furthest we've been into a side canyon at night. And we know there's mountain lions, black bears. I know all you guys are going, what, North Utah? Grizzlies? Well, I'll tell you right now, is that's not very far from Yellowstone. It's not very far from the Tetons. And I know when I was a kid, a lot of my uncles and stuff were seeing grizzlies in Afton, Wyoming. Heck, this is a hop, skip, and a jump away from Afton, you know, for an animal. And 20 years later, I really believe we got grizzly bears in northern Utah. We've been finding... Did you hear something?
Yeah. You didn't hear that?
No, what'd you hear? Fuck. All right.
Be quiet.
Sorry about the F word.
Listen, turn your light off. Right up there.
I am. I'm shitting my pants. Oh my God, you guys hear that?
Okay, we're done.
All right, we're backing out, you guys. I don't know if you guys can hear what we're hearing, but we're surrounded by them. I'm gonna call back to them. Where? Slow down, Jenny. You're getting too much distance between us. Holy shit.
Yeah.
What kind of animal is that?
I don't know, but I'm kind of done.
Oh, it's tripping me out too.
We don't have Brody. We don't have a third gun.
Yeah. Oh, listen to it.
Do you think that picked up on the camera?
We don't have the good mic on here, but hopefully it caught those vocalizations, because those freaked me out. Here, just a second. I want to turn the bright light on my headlamp. Yeah. It's still going.
Yeah.
I love it. That was me popping. Hey, don't dust me too bad.
I'm like 10 feet.
We're freaked out. It is nighttime. It's alright. The viewers aren't out here with us. They're not hearing what we're hearing. I mean, they might hear some of it. They're probably saying, shut the hell up, Kelly, so we can hear all of it. But
Yeah, be quiet for just a sec.
yeah, I am. I don't know what kind of animal it is. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I heard them all around us there for a second.
There was one just to the left of us.
To the left of us?
Just that way.
Yeah.
And then one up the trail.
It's our friends. They probably recognize our smell and not even afraid of us anymore. You know? I know. They got to be getting used to us. This is probably 12th to 15th time we've been back here this year. Like, oh, they're gonna come visit us at night when we're just comfortable. I know, it's just me and Jenny. We'd feel better if we had a crew of 20 camera guys and sound people and stuff following us around, but it's just her and I. And I apologize for the jerky camera movements and stuff. The monopods hitting vegetation and stuff. Trying to keep it steady for y'all. Yeah, we'll be up here again tomorrow night. We're backing out now. We'll probably go to different parts of the canyon, doing some night investigations this weekend, but we just both lost our nerve. I apologize. We were back in there alone. And we actually only have one firearm on us tonight. Jenny's got her .45, and then I've got some bear mace strapped to each wrist. And I'll tell you what, during the daytime, that mace gives me a lot of confidence, but at night, it feels like I have nothing, you know? Well, animals, it's so much easier for animals to get closer to you at night. They're more comfortable at night, you know? They're going to come in closer and be more aggressive, and I just did not like those calls when we got back in there. That made me lose my nerve. Just being honest with you guys, I am a pretty courageous, brave guy. We do backpack into Squatch territory and stuff, but you know, the places we backpack is not hollow. It's not a place where, you know, it's one of the few places that we see giant grizzly footprints and we see giant big footprints, you know. Here's where the 19 inchers are. I've never seen anything bigger in any other part of Utah, Idaho. Actually, it's the biggest set of big footprints I've ever seen in my life is the 19 inchers we keep finding back in here. You know, and when I say a 19 inch, it's an exaggeration. It's probably more like 18 3/4, you know, a quarter off a 19 inch, but hell, we call it the 19 incher. I'm gonna stop for a second. It's still vocalizing if you guys can hear it. Not saying that's a Bigfoot vocalizing. I don't know what kind of animal, but we were surrounded by them when we were back in there, and we just didn't like it at all. What's unnerving is some of the reports and stuff of Sasquatch sightings. The Bigfoot will mimic. I know it sounds more like a coyote or something, doesn't it?
That's not a coyote.
I don't know what it is, but I know that Bigfoot will mimic other animals' calls. During the daytime, we would walk right up to it. Yeah. But we are creatures of the day. I'm a lot more bold in the daytime. At night, I'm like, let's go back a little ways. We're at an area that we kind of feel safe right now. We're in a clearing, and I'll pan around for you guys. I'll turn on my spotlight so you guys can get a good look at where Jenny and I are at. Heck, I was feeling brave. I was feeling brave about 5 minutes ago. You know, Brody and I were talking about backpacking in here and camping the night, but I don't know. I'm willing to do it. I mean, you get back there in the daytime and get your camp set up and whatever, and then you're stuck back there, and whatever happens, happens. It's getting closer.
It's getting closer. And louder.
I wonder why. Is it not afraid of us?
I don't know.
Is it know we're retreating? Love it.
Well, it's coming pretty quick.
Alright, we'll keep moving. I'm starting to get I'm getting watch type chills.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah,
You're getting the heebs too? Our sixth sense is kicking in, guys. Ugh. Hold up.
Okay.
I just want to look around real quick. Alright. Sucks bringing up the rear.
I'll go last.
No, you don't have to bring up the rear. I'd rather you be in front. It's just whatever's behind us is moving faster than we are. That's cool. It doesn't sound like a huge animal, but it's like an alarm call.
It is.
Uh-huh. What really unnerved me is when we were back there and we had like 3 of them around us.
Oh, there's one behind us.
To the left of us, to the right of us. They were all around us and they were making those, I don't know how to describe those noises. I'm sure the camera picked it up. You know, whatever that alarm call is, it did get us to retreat.
Still coming.
Yeah. It is still coming. What a trip. That's the thing is, it's making that call like it's scared, yet it moves towards us.
Yeah,
So, if it's coming to us, that tells me it's not scared. I love night investigations.
yeah.
I wish we had the parabolic mic. When we have that parabolic mic, last time we did a night investigation with Brody, that parabolic mic caught like 8 light grunts. You know, we're getting this whelping noise. I guess that's how they explain it the most, is like a whelping, like your dog getting its foot stepped on, except for, you know, your dog whelps a couple of times in pain and then it's done and just whimpers, but this thing just is whelping for the last 15 minutes.
That's bizarre.
And listen, it's still doing it and it's still moving towards us.
Okay, well, that's our night investigation. Because I'm getting back in the car.
Yeah, we made our way back to the mouth, you guys. We're done for tonight. We're going to come back tomorrow and look for footprints. And we're going to look for footprints where we were surrounded by those whelps, I guess is what I would call them. Sounded like 3 dogs in pain just whelping around us, and it was unnerving enough it got us to back out of the canyon. And listen, it's coming closer.
Why is it doing that?
No, there's 4 or 5 different individual Bigfoots up in there. We find the 19-inch prints. We found 15, 14, 12, and
The rancher saw multiple colored wolves.
yeah, there's also the rancher's also seen some wolves back in here. It's a really squatchy place, and we were all bold and brave, Jenny and I, doing our night investigation tonight. It's the furthest that we've been back in here, and we just got scared out. It was like an alarm call. But we got to a point where they were all around us. And this is a narrow canyon. They were close. And I'm really hoping that the camera caught the
noise.
The vocalizations. I'm not saying it was a Bigfoot, but...
Yeah, maybe one of the viewers will know what that noise is.
Well, you know, Sasquatch can mimic other animals, and bears can also sound like other animals. They get mistaken for other animals. Bears can make a lot of different vocals, by the way. Black bears and grizzlies. And we're not in the mood to yeah, so we backed out. Sorry, we lost our nerve. We only got about a half a mile in. We were planning on going a full mile in tonight. We wanted to go back to the waterfall and the cave and everything, and yeah, once we started getting those alarm calls all around us and stuff, and it just barely stopped, which I don't like, because that means it could be moving in closer quietly now. Cool. I do want a Bigfoot sighting, but I do not want to be bear chow. Sometimes the quiet's more unnerving than the noise. At least you know where they're at when they're making their noise. Whatever that creature was, or three of them. It's quiet now. Alright, well, we are going to go back to camp and warm up, get some sleep, and then we're going to come back in here tomorrow and look for daytime evidence.
Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching.